Good morning. So it's a lot earlier than I ever get up. It is actually, it's at 5:55 a.m. Mary's usually up this early. I'm not. I have to go into work early this morning. And for some reason, I cannot figure out my hair. I'm going to go see if I successfully made coffee, because unfortunately it's one of those things where kind of have to have coffee in order to cognitively make coffee. So hopefully it turned out. Yeah, after I figure out what I did with my hair. And so my coffee hasn't entirely kicked in yet. Probably take an hour or so. And yeah, and this is my usual morning ritual. Is I stare in the mirror and think, oh, I could put some makeup on today. No, because then I just have to wash it off later. So that's really my rationale for not wearing makeup to work. That, and no one ever asks me if I'm sick, so I've got no motivation whatsoever to put any schmutz on my face. Yeah. Cool story. You ready to go? I do not understand how she does this every morning.
It's about close to 6:20, by the way, in the morning.
I know, it's early. Been up since like 5:30ish.
Yeah, about 5:30.
Bright side, I did pack my lunch last night and set up the coffee, so success on that. Yeah. So
Let's go shuffle cars.
gotta go shuffle cars and go to work. So Mary's driving to work, which is not usual. Usually if we're in the car together, I'm the one driving.
Yeah, well, I think it's because we both have flashbacks to driver's ed.
Whenever I'm sitting in the passenger seat, I always feel the need to backseat drive a little bit because I did help teach Mary to drive, and Mary now tries to avoid teenagers in trucks because we've almost been hit by, how many times have we almost been hit by a teenager with a truck?
I've
when
almost
you were
been
driving?
hit 3 times.
Like 3 times, and it was always like, we were
There's
out.
only one time, like, the close calls I've had in a car, it's because of other drivers not looking. The one time it was not a teenager in a truck, it was in a parking lot of a college.
Oh my gosh, so Mary's first time in a car, like she got back from Africa, my mom's like, yeah, we're gonna start driver's ed.
Yeah, parking lot driver's ed.
Parking lot is where you start if you do driver's ed in a box, and we were doing errands, my mom's like, we need a parking lot that's mostly empty, and which was, I kind of came up with one. Well, Mary is like driving around the parking lot. It's really boring. I'm in the back seat, just bored. Suddenly, this young girl comes.
The parking lot was near
near one of the freeways. So she comes zooming off, hits the curb, and comes this close to hitting the car that we're in now. It was scary.
Yeah, and somehow I still did driver's ed after that.
Yeah, she still did. And then the next close call we had, I was
Also driver's ed.
It was also driver's ed. She was out in the country, and there was a horse trailer, sadly, that tipped over. And
I don't know if there were actually any horses, though. I think it just
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think there were horses in
if
it.
there's actual weight, it tends not to tip.
It tends to not tip. But so there was a horse trailer that tipped over, so it was blocking this 2-lane road. So traffic was kind of bad, and Mary's driving, and this young kid in a full-size pickup pulls out of his neighborhood, cuts off this car, starts driving down the wrong side of the lane towards us. Mary, luckily, I did not have enough time to really instruct. She luckily swerves. There was enough of a shoulder that we missed him. It was scary.
I got onto the shoulder and I hit the brake because there's nothing else you can do. It's that or be hit or go off into the ditch.
Yep.
In Texas ditches, not fun.
It was also had been raining, so we would have really been stuck. So driver's ed was fun. I'll say that it's the most terrifying and boring experience I've ever had, being kind of a semi-instructor for that. So I don't know if I ever have kids, if I will be willing to teach them to drive. I might. I don't know. That will be at least 20 years down the road. So maybe I'll forget the whole terrifying part of teaching Mary to drive. So she's actually not a bad driver. It's just Houston drivers are, I mean, any large city in the United States, you're not going to have very good drivers. That's just the way it is.
Too many people in one area.
Yeah, And we desperately need some kind of mass transportation, and Houston just kind of sucks at that.
Yep. This is how Mary scheduled way too much time to get to her last final vlog. So, pretty boring. I'm just waiting outside the classroom. I have about half an hour until my last final. And yeah, not a lot to do. I'm not even sure if my professor's here yet. She could be because she's the chair of the department, but classroom's not going to be open for a while, so I'm bored. Remember, guys, scrape all the acrylic paint off into the trash can before washing your brushes.
I'm green and blind because I'm not wearing my contacts and I don't feel like wearing glasses with my face mask. And this is the worst part of moving. I have all this stuff to somehow organize on the bookshelves, and I don't know what to do with most of it. I need to de-trash my car.
It's rolling.
It's rolling. Well, I need to de-trash my car. Like a granola wrapper. I know that's me. Everything else I don't think is me. Yeah, everything else is not me.
We're going to go to World Market so Megan can buy wine.
Because Mary's too young to buy wine.
Yeah. I hope
And I'm
anything.
a bit of a wino.
No, you're not a wino.
I need to get gas.
Yeah. And then we're probably going by Target and Sally's because
Yes, that's what we do with our Sundays. We run errands because I'm an adult with a full-time job and don't have a time to do it any other day except for Sunday. Well, Saturday, but
Saturday
I
you were
was
doing
out
stuff.
socializing all day. It was exhausting.
Yep. Okay, so we will check back in later because right now we're just driving.
And I've got no funny stories to offer.
Shake.
Shake it, okay?
Fill glass with ice.
More or less full.
Strain.
What's the best? Okay. It's a good thing I'm not a real bartender. Okay.
And top off with soda.
Maybe not too much, but that sounds good. Which one do I think?
That one. The one that's bubbling. The one that's been activated.
It's been activated. Okay. So top off soda water.
And top with the wheel of
Okay,
to Mom.
so go give that to Mom and we'll see if we poison her on accident.
I successfully mixed drinks that have gin in it that I actually will drink. So, yeah.
What's that?
So what you eating?
Cashews.
What's next to you?
Store brand Cheetos.
Are they good store brand Cheetos?
If you like sweet cheese, then sure.
You don't like sweet cheese?
Not in general, no.